Ladies and gentlemen, to induct Steve Canis, please welcome the executive producer of Fame and Underworld, Beth DePatie.
Good morning. I'm not used to being in front of a camera, which is why I chose to be behind the camera. So please bear with me a little bit. I'm amazed at the campus, the equipment. You have 2 techno cranes. I've been on movies that don't have 2 techno cranes. So I'm amazed at the incredible facility that you guys have here. Kind of makes me want to go back to school, because when I graduated film school, we were working on moviolas. Some of you might have to Google what a moviola is, but it's mag and 16mm film. Anyway, I learned a bit about Steve and why Steve is so good at his job from coming here, because I can tell that you guys have a curriculum that's sort of all-encompassing. It's about knowing how a film is made and what everybody does and what all the departments do. Steve's job as a coordinator, Steve and I worked together on Fame. And as a coordinator, his job was to make me laugh, deal with actors, deal with equipment, deal with crew members who needed things now. One day I needed a piano, now. To understand that people didn't always have time to explain exactly what they needed, and part of his job was to fill in the blank and know the rest of the story and make sure that it got there, because if it didn't, it would be his problem, not theirs. I think when Steve came in to talk about doing Fame, he asked me questions that I may not have been able to answer at the time, but it proved that he had a really broad knowledge of what filmmaking was. He was asking me about pre-records for the guys that were doing the songs. You know, how's that gonna work? When are we gonna do that? What does that need to be done? Asking me about dance rehearsals and spring floors and things that showed me that he saw the big picture and knew how to put it together. Again, I don't think I had the answer to most of the questions at the time, but we sort of found them together. I think the thing that sort of sums up Steve for me is that on the last day of shooting Fame before the Christmas break, we didn't have a lot of money, but no film has a lot of money. You could have $180 million and you don't have a lot of money somehow. We didn't have a lot of money, so we were doing our last little tiny shot at the production office. And we had made a camera rental place out of part of the production office. And so part of Steve's job that day was to make a Christmas party for the crew with no money and don't make any noise. And so he did that. So it's just, production coordinating is, you just do it. Whatever it is, you just do it. You have to move the blimp, you do it. You have to have a Christmas party, you do it. You just get it done. And Steve, the only fight that Steve and I ever had was, he wouldn't tell me that he did things. So I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking, did he do it? Did he do it? Oh my God. And finally he just said, would you stop? Would you stop with the did you do it? Did you do it? And I finally realized that if you ask Steve to do something, that just means it's done. It fell out of my head and onto his desk, and it's done. And that was very, very lovely to work with. He also has the most freakishly clean desk of any human being on the planet. And it really does make you, and this is why I probably was thinking, did he do it? Because you feel like he's not doing anything. But he does. It's just so effortless, and he's funny, and he's good with the crew, and he's good with actors that are annoying, and he keeps them away from me. And it's very, very nice to have someone that you really know is completely supporting you, because that's what a production coordinator does. He completely supports the production, the entire production, all the crew, whatever they need, whenever they need it. And he did that most excellently. And so I am very proud and very honored to induct Steve. Steve Kane is my friend, into the Full Sail University Hall of Fame.